She's quite unique. She offers really quiet sailing. Very much a performance sailor as well. They have special sails. They also rely on lots of solar. Their power is out of lithium-ion batteries. All their AC, they don't have gas on board. All their cooking is with electric. Good arrangement of toys on board. Nice tender. The boat accommodates up to 8 guests, preferably 6, but you can take up to 8. With your galley up version, many clients enjoy communicating with the chef or the cook on board.
It's more practical for us as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's much easier from here to serve everybody in the cockpit because it's a shorter distance.
Yeah.
You don't have the hassle of stepping up and down the companionway. This is the master cabin, and the master cabin has the shower here while the toilet is behind you. You can have a look afterwards. And the toilet in this master cabin has the option of being a paperless toilet.
Another important feature on this boat, she runs with 2 water makers. So the boat is fully permanent fresh water. The fresh water runs through the toilets on board. Everything is done through fresh water. There's enough water that's produced while you're cruising. All cabins have AC. Individually, you can set the temperature in each of them.
We can run on batteries, everything, including the dive compressor, water makers, all the washing machine, dishwasher, everything can run on the power bank.
Tamiro, due to her layout, is very comfortable. She has, like this cabin, a private cabin on the port side aft. She would be a great family vessel, possibly a family, two families with 2 kids each. They would quite comfortably fit on board Yacht Tamiro.
The space here in the Flybridge offers quite a lot of shade, which is highly appreciated during the season. But still, if they want to sunbathe, they can do it by the bow. And here the backrest is nice because we can move it back or front, which allows us to have like a sunbed, let's say, facing the front or facing astern. It's up to them. You just lift it from here. That's it. The helm, I can move the helm to either side. So for example, if we are on the way and there are people enjoying the Flybridge, I don't stay in their way, you know. I can be on this side and I can helm without taking their view, you know. The first thing to keep in mind is the speed. So the speed we're making is much less than a Power Cat, but is more serene. On a Power Cat, you always have the noise of the engines while cruising. While we are sailing and it's quiet, it's much more pleasant. And with this particular boat, we've got Code Zero, we've got electric furlers for the Code Zero for the bowsprit, we have electric furler for the Genoa, and we have good quality and massive sails, and we are sailing every day.
It's a different feel, yeah, completely. If you spend time on a motor yacht and you get onto a sailing boat, the difference between the quietness and the peacefulness on a sailing boat is completely different. The feeling is, like Captain Alex said, a lot more relaxed, and yeah, the sailing boat just has a different feel.
Our cruising area is West Greece, the Ionian, from Corfu to Zakynthos, and we have the advantage of getting there thermal wind, so we have the prevailing wind is north-northwest, which allows me to create a route to enjoy sailing as much as possible. Also, the advantage which comes with sailing is the fuel save that we're having. I enjoy diving, and we are fitted with a dive compressor and tanks and all needed for diving, which is accessible to the ones who already have a certificate. You know, they can dive. This boat is fitted with a tender lift, which comes in hand not only for me, but it's also very safe for guests, because what I do, I lower the tender lift in the water without having the tender floating all the way, which gives stability, and people can board the tender lift in a safe way, and they can board the boat back from the tender lift. The outboard of the tender is 40 horsepower, which allows us to easily tow somebody, let's say 120 kilos.
Getting close to land, obviously a catamaran versus a monohull, you have a draft of probably about 0.9 to 1 meter on a catamaran versus a monohull could be anything from 1.8 to 3 meters depending on the size of boat. So that's an experienced captain can get you a lot closer to shore.
With this particular cat, I can go to the beach, which means that I take the bow of the boat on the beach in the sand, and the stern of the boat will be at 1.5, 1.6. So people can jump in the water and the water will be up to here. And it is quite an experience. They enjoy it very much. I've been cruising all over Greece and the Med actually, and I worked briefly in the BVIs as well. But if we're talking about the Ionian, I would say that I have a few hidden gems, which are actually hidden, which means that you cannot access these places by land, you cannot walk there, and there is no day tours like a boat trip for a couple of hours to take you there.
Yeah, choosing a boat with an experienced captain is important. You know, crew on a vessel can make or break your charter. You could have the best boat with the worst crew, and your experience would be very disappointing. But you could also have an older vessel with a really energetic, well-educated crew, and that makes all the difference.